All right, most of the instrument cluster cases, as I mentioned earlier, are the kind that have the black window on them. And so the bulb goes in here, as I mentioned earlier, and then the light shines up through here, and underneath this black panel there's a clear light channel, light guide, plastic light guide. So what we have to do is remove this and the light guide underneath it. But the problem is that this plastic piece and the window in here, that I don't know if you can see it, but these little portals right here, these window portals, that's where the plastic comes out, and so it shines the light onto the instrument. So what we need to do is we need to remove this and the light guide underneath it, and then we're going to replace it. So if you'll notice, if you look to the side, right here there's a notch. So what we want to do is we want to either cut that with a Dremel tool or score it with a soldering iron, and then we're going to drill out these two holes, and then we're going to pry that up and break it off right here. So I'm going to move to that point in the video. Okay, I'm going to drill out these two holes. Again, you don't want to drill all the way through. You want to just drill out enough so that you got the like the top of the plastic rivet off of there. So drill enough of those off that the pin will come off. Now, sometimes they glue along here. There's glue in there, so it'll be a little more difficult to come off. So I've drilled that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soldering iron and I'm just going to melt. I'm going to melt the plastic along the top of this groove, right opposite of where there's a little channel there, a little hole right there for this ridge to fit through. And I'm going to burn my way through this piece of plastic. Score that. And then if I can put my a little flat screwdriver in through here and kind of rock it back and forth, and it doesn't look like this one's being too cooperative. So you kind of have to, almost just have to break it. There we go. So that one's off of there now. There we go. Now it came off. So I'm pulling it off. And right to where I scored it with the soldering iron, and you can see now underneath it that there's the clear plastic channel guide. Now that as well needs to be removed, and so I'm going to pull it up and you break it loose, and if you're careful you can kind of rock it back and forth, get it out. Now, the unfortunate part is that this little window is black. Again, if you look inside here, you can see that you can see the clear plastic that's there. That's the other end of the channel guide. But the inside of that window is black. And what we want to do is we want to remove it and paint it with some liquid paper light. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shine the LED through this way, and it'll hit that white and illuminate the whole front of that. Okay, so we're going to have to remove this as well in order to paint the inside of that, to liquid paper coat that. Now remember that I took the glass off of this one, or the plastic off the front of this, so you're not going to have that ability. One of the problems with drilling here is you're going to get some shavings down in here, and they'll get inside on the plastic. So one thing that you might want to do is you might want to take some paper towels and stuff in these holes. Put 1, 2, 3 paper towels there to catch the drilling, so that it doesn't get inside and harm the inside or just adhere to the inside of that. But since I don't have any glass in here, as you can see, or plastic on the front, I don't have to take that precaution. But what I want to do now is I'm going to take my same drill and I'm going to drill out these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hopefully this thing will come right out of there. So let me try that as well. One. Two. Three. Have to go back and do three a little bit farther. It doesn't look like I got it that much. Okay, this does get black filings all over, as you can see. Okay, I should have been able to now see that I've drilled out those so that the top of the plastic rivet, if you will, is gone. Now if you're lucky, sometimes you can put a screwdriver in here and you can just rock it back and forth. You can rock it back and forth and break this loose. If not, you're going to have to work a little with the plastic guide here. So I'm going to try to, there we go. Alright, so I drilled a little too far over here and it looks like it broke the corner off, but that's okay. So now this comes off, and now I can lift out the plastic guide. See, I got this one all in one piece, and it doesn't look too bad. It's not melted, or it's a little bit discolored, but it's not melted like the other ones were, or bubbled. So I want to pull this out of there. Now I'm going to take the inside of this little window here that I've got. Set this aside, get a few of these out of there, but this is the liquid paper, the large size. What I want to do is take the liquid paper and I want to coat the inside of this with white liquid paper. Like this. It's not going to be visible. Not going to be visible from the outside, so you can see how I painted that inside. Again, the LED is going to hit that and luminesce off of it. So we got that one done. We're going to set that one aside to dry, and I'm going to drill out this other one. I haven't done this other one yet. So once again, I score along the top. I create a little line. I don't know how well you can see that, but just go right along the top like this. Creates a weak point along the top. I want to drill out these two. One there. One there. Should be drilled out. I'm going to take my screwdriver, come in through here, rock it back and forth. Okay, that one popped. That one popped. Trying to get so you can see the reflection here. So now that that's there, I can come in from the top. Break this off. And it'll break off right to where we scored it. See, so it comes off, just like that. Now we want to get the channel as well underneath it. Unfortunately, this one broke in half, but we're not going to use it, so it doesn't matter. That broke in half. Now we can take the rest of that. So it's worked its way loose now. And now we're going to drill out the four corners of this one and remove that one as well. So we'll do that. All right, that one's done. Let's see if we can get it to come out. There it goes. All right, between doing that and doing this, coming this way, be able to break it loose. Pry it up. This end over here is not coming out, but sometimes you can push from the inside, but you have to reach in this way and push from the inside. And so that one's come up now, and I can take the rest of this guide and put it away. This one now is ready to be coated. Put the insides of that. Remember, I set the other one aside to dry, so I'm going to take it and put a second coat to cover up some of the, do the top, and then to fill in some of the places that haven't turned white. So that one looks really good. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that one we're going to put right back here, and you have to be really careful in this part that you don't you don't drip any glue down in here, because it'll get on the inside of your plastic. So what I usually do is get a little tube of super glue. This is the super glue gel, which doesn't run very bad. And you just want to coat the inside of that with a little bit of super glue. So I'm going to super glue that one. Alright, so that's got super glue on it. I'm going to put that right back where I got it, and it should just pop right down in. Alright, and now I'm going to take this one over here, do the same thing to it, a little super glue on it. Okay, got that ready. Replace this one now. Okay, so both of those are in place now, and now we can follow the procedure that follows. Okay, I've super glued both of these back on now. And you can see from this angle here that they're both coated white. You can see that this one is coated white. I'll shine the light on there to show you. It's got white on the inside, and this one over here has got white on the inside as well. All right, and they're both been super glued back in. The super glue may or may not be dry right now. But I want to be able to get in here, I want to be able to fit, so you get this so you can see it here. Okay, I want to get this so it'll fit right through there. And right now, it's just a little too small for that to fit through there. So there's two things I could do. I can get a 13/64 drill and just drill it right here. Unfortunately, it pulled up the super glue. Drilling again creates more particulate that'll get down inside here, so you may or may not want to drill. Another way you can do it is you can take a soldering iron and you can just kind of burn a little notch right in there, just big enough for that light to fit through. So there we go. That's perfect right there. And then what we'll do is we'll bend the wires down and you feed them through like that. Okay. And then once that's like that, then we take our electrical tape it down as in the following procedures.